Welcome to the easy tutorial on making a lantern. This is the remake of Step3D.net's lantern. Wanted to slow things down a little bit so you all can understand it. And I'm going to try doing it to the best of my knowledge. And I will be pausing in and out of the video so the file size ain't that large. The image on the right is the image that was traced and it's color coded. As you can see, I have the green line for the handle and the red line for the bell and so on. As you notice, I just traced the left side of the image only. Now each color represents each line, and also it's going to represent each part to this lantern. And when the line is all drawn to the left here, left side, it'll look something like this over here, or very close to how this is. As you can see right here, this is actually the base of it. This is the contour of the base. And let's go to the next section. Now this part here, you set your image in here through the seams property here, and what I need to do is I need to import the lantern itself, but here's the AI file, just the image of it, just to give you a little demonstration of certain things could happen. Is if I would just go ahead and click the line tool and I wanted to trace the, let's say, the bell itself. Another thing is you want to have very little bit of points on here. That'll reduce the polygons, and I'll validate that. Now the problem is if you come in here and start doing this and you start zooming, you can see the lines that I made are not sticking with the image itself. If I pan it, you can see they're still not sticking with it. And never rotate. So what we need to do is we need to go ahead and I'm going to press a hotkey for the front view here, just to make sure I'm in the front view. And we'll just start all over, and I'll just delete this one here. What we need to do is we need to go down here to view all. It's going to get out of whack here, and then we can go ahead and zoom this till we can see it pretty good and pan it. Never rotate it. A good background image would be like 1024 by 1024 to import here. Now by me doing that, if I click here and let's say I start it all over, now when I zoom in and out, the ratio of the line will stay with the image. If I pan it, it'll always stick with it. Alright, we'll go to the next section. Okay, we're going to assume that I already traced this, which I already did to speed things up. I traced it a different image, but anyway, I have the outlines over here on the left will actually look like this image over here. And we got to find where the center of this image is at, and we can place markers there. It's actually these little dots here that are little markers to show halfway where the lantern's at, or the middle of it. So let's load this up. As you can see here, these little circles are going to be my markers. Let's select one down here. Let's go ahead and zoom into this. Now this over here, this top of the circle here, will match up with this, the bottom base here. Control Z that. And from here on out, well, all I did was just take the same one and just edit, copy, then edit, paste. Then I moved it up to the next one. So this circle here, let me turn some of this off so you can see better. So this circle here will go with this line here. Sound a little confusing, so I'll just go ahead and do it for you right now. we're going to go ahead and rotate rotate a little bit. Now we're going to select the line tool. Before I do, I'm just going to go ahead and zoom this up a little bit better towards the base. And I'm going to select the line, or the circle here. And I'm going to click somewhere on the top here, but I'm going to hold the shift key down. When I do, it's going to snap to it. And when I drag out, I'm going to move my cursor over to the left where the base is at. Over here, see when I'm waving? I'm going to hold the shift key and it's going to snap to that. Now if I turn it a little bit, it should just snap. There it goes. And as you can see, the circle had just, by turning this, it snaps itself. But anyway, if it don't, you can go ahead and rotate it till it does snap. Alright, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and select the extrude. And what do I want to extrude? Well, I'm already got the shape selected, so I want to extrude the outline. Let's try that again. There it goes. And as you can see, I got the plus and minus on my cursor up here. If I wanted to collapse and close this hole here, and I can do that. And I'm not going to do the bottom for now, but anyway, let's just go ahead and we'll go ahead and hide this right for now, and we'll work our way up. So our next one will be this one here. Hold the shift key, snap it, drag out, snap it. Like I said, if you turn it and it don't snap to it, just turn it like this. Now if you look, these lines actually don't have to touch. It can be pretty close. And I want to extrude the next one. We'll just leave that one alone like that. I'm going to hide that one. And we'll go up to the next one. Hold the shift key. And we got a slight problem here. Let's see what it is. What happened is it looked like the circle got tilted a little bit. So what I'll do is just go ahead and go into front view mode. We'll just go ahead and delete this. I'm going to show you some do's and don'ts because that could happen to you. And we'll do this in a front view. Hold the shift key down. It's still got the tilt to it, so what you need to do is we'll just validate that. Hold the shift key. And we'll go ahead and select this. There we go. And we'll hide this one here. And we'll go to the top here for the bell. We'll close the top up here. We'll select here. Let's see which one I got. Okay, I got the line line here. Add some thickness to it. Validate that. Same way with this one down here. Stretch it out a little bit. And this is the wick. And this is the turn handle for the wick. We'll do them together with the thickness. Turn all these back on. We'll do everything the same but the base here. We're going to select the top up here and add a little thickness to that. Let's undo that a little bit. Alright, now we're going to select the bar over here. And we're going to select the multi-copies. When I select that, you see it made another copy. So I want to change change the center of it, which is going to be the center of this down here. I'll zoom this up. And I'll click here. This is the center point. So we don't want to have no offset. Set that to 0. And there's actually another copy underneath there, and we want to rotate it around it since it's a circle at 90 degrees. And we want to have some more copies of this. I'll just go ahead and delete this one for now. This one here. Turn some of these back on so you can see them. Okay, now we got the handle over here. And we need to make it to the other side, so we'll select the handle here. And find out, there it is, the symmetry. Let me turn this, I'll have to zoom in quite a bit. And that added that over there to the other side of the handle. And we'll go ahead and select this part down here. What we need to do is close the hole on this. Collapse it. Yes, been worn before. I'm just going to do the outer one here. And I'm going to select the face on this after I validate it. I'm going to tap the space bar on my keyboard a couple times. I'm going to tap it again. And validate that. Select the top up here. We'll Control A all that. Right click and group it. And we can subdivide it wherever we want. This could use a little bit more work on here, just a small example. I need to probably cap some stuff up over here. As you can see, I needed to close this right here, which needed some work. Anyway, you got the idea. Thank you very much.